Auspice on the Jet, Calzine on the Sky, and there's the Gecko again. Viper, Astra. I mean, and on the opposing side, this is kind of the classic
I
look
wonder
from C9. They've always loved the Astra Breach Rays for the longest
how
time.
much Louds have changed up some of their stuff.
You get that A pressure from the Viper, from the Cypher on attack side. So that tells me that maybe they're down to brawl in mid with this Gecko, right? Maybe we might see some fault line plays, double satchels,
it's going to be interesting.
coming out of the Rays. You know, coming
in theory,
well. This is a great
Gecko's one of the easiest, easier agents to anti.
Yeah, for
You can
example,
definitely look into it, especially when it's like more to pick, more to actually just abuse what it's doing all the time. Like if it has to go and pick stuff up, you're picking up orbs into the middle and stuff. It should be relatively okay to come up with some anti. They have two good coaches. Damn.
Thank you so much.
Respect, I guess.
And by the way, great job to Mimi White and to Sean. First time on the desk, killing it. Great way to start week number 2. Also a great matchup today, Riff. We have 2 new players here from Cloud9 that played last week, coming into play and also showing to the crowd and to the fans that, you know, they're no joke. It's not Cloud9, but they're coming up against Loud here. A very, very tough opponent.
What a step. Like, the ladder didn't have any rungs in between. They're like,
she said boomers? I mean, she's not. It's not too wrong.
Here we go. All right, we're going into game. We see the compositions. We've heard what the desk has to say. I am also interested to see how Cloud9 approaches this. If they can break that defense
Let's see what we got.
of this Gecko. Sean was mentioning that A Heaven play a lot by Loud. I think
Loud on defense, C9 on attack. 4 frenzies. Oh my.
Exactly.
Still Loud had great retake, so we'll see how it kind of fiddles out here. The 3-2 split to start things off.
Okay, waiting just to see if there's any kind of aggro. Chat, maybe I can put this up a little bit, but let me know after this. Maybe it's okay.
Just gonna find a bit of information at the beginning, but still a stalemate. And you bring up a great point about fighting towards this B Heaven. Something that C9 or just MRBR hasn't done at all. So we didn't really see like a Gecko being tested into the B side.
How on earth?
For C9.
How on earth does this ever stop a B hit? Apart from an Astra suck.
The 3 players creeping up from C9
I guess we'll find out. But
Tweez just around the corner with the frenzy. First contact still waiting to start here for week number 2 of the Americas. As 53 seconds are left on the clock.
Oh, that's
a Nebula being called up. Recall now for the swing out.
Oh, they have the smoke with them. That's how. And then they insta swing. Damn, that's nice. Okay, well I got my answer pretty early on. How has Zelsis killed both on A? How has he killed both on A?
If they didn't have that pressure on A by a Viper Cypher.
That's crazy. I like their I like Loud's reaction though. I like the protocol for this.
And still is able to hold sight. So mid A hold by Zelsis.
Yeah, and he's just buying a lot of time. The turret, did he just take the turret back? He just took the turret back as the person was about to swing into it. So Zelsis might be going down
towards the spawn, while Les is fighting towards the entrance of the B site. Two is just waiting there with the frenzy. So that flank watch now has to come into responsibility of Leaf. Fault line from Rooney, from the back of the site, just running this clock down. And C9 are running the perfect
might have owned this. Yeah, Leaf
owned
it. Nicely done. Let's see the Zelsis kills. How has he killed both, dueling him?
Dominant pistol as well. Really no hesitation to be able to get in. Zeppo with just an absolute W forward on a blast pack, but it was almost to see the reaction of what happened to the rest of the map. Zelsis is able to get timing off of that rotation going into B.
Okay,
really well.
He wins that on 38 HP.
Pistol round there. Loud's gonna go ahead, Aspas on a shorty. We'll see where they stick this.
Okay, nice pistol from them in terms of how they are doing this. They do not want to get eco'd.
And Sadak, because you get
they do not want to get eco'd. A lot of not really going for the bonus, more just trying to secure as many rounds as possible here.
Both sides admit the first pressure comes in.
Not planning ahead too much, just making sure that they win this round. Heavy armor priority, heavy gun priority, everyone buying. Bonus is just going to be whatever they can save into this round.
But it's 4 players
Time's allowed, straight up just leaving A, wanting to crunch over towards middle.
And also towards the B Heavens.
Oh, this little double setup could work with the shorty. You're going to show them run away and then the shorty's here?
Get out of this Loud squad, so the defense becomes that much softer to hit. 2 frags coming out for C9 as Aspas able to trade 1.
Aspas gets the gun.
There's that first protocol, how you pressure into that B Heaven. You saw
dude, I like the 2 setups so far from Loud though. Even though they're losing, like, saw some cool stuff.
Once we get these rifles coming in. But as we open up towards vents, C9 moves into the A site. We'll get an open site to plant.
really
plan.
neat to watch Zelsis kind of play around
Zelsis,
that turret activation, pulls it back as the team gets the spike plant as well.
Close to,
and now it's a kind of a three-pronged attack, or at least defense on what damage they can do.
Let's keep an eye on Zelsis. See how many kills he gets on this.
Team rushes in here. It looks like 2 vent towards 1 back hall.
If he gets 2 and an orb for next
Stinger
round,
on
kind
Aspas,
of
so that could be good.
Kind of strong.
Check-in. Good corner clears. Again, in just a few seconds. They have a lot of time.
3 here.
Running over and
3 here, 3 orbs. Oh.
Making sure they have what it takes. Another fault line to come through.
Okay, so he's 1 away.
From Rooney.
They just need to make sure they pick up the rifle.
This is a cleanup now towards A-Heaven. Sadak had low HP from the beginning.
Okay, nicely done. Someone's going to pick up the rifle. There we go. It was, tell you what though, it was good damage done.
Again, only 2 go down, which means the economy.
It was good damage done from
full buys we get from C9. From 3 Phantoms across the board to match up against this buy round. Actually, they sold one out just to get full armor on Leaf here and make sure the utility is there to hit.
This, man.
They're going to have to see how Loud plays. I think even slower.
I mean, it's a swing round instantly.
Super slow round, or they
it's a big swing round. 2 of them invest into this. 2 of them can't buy next round. Whole team of Loud can't buy. Zelsis 1 away from the orb. 5 people over towards B main, definitely wanting to get this orb and try and duel this out. So yeah, straight up just set standard round, nothing too fancy. Interesting that they buy into it. So yeah, it's a full-on buy for them. Why not light armor? There's only like 2 or 3 NA teams doing it at the moment. It's just meta in EMEA at the moment. Okay, so they get the orb, they get out.
Still pretty much full stars for Jake.
I mean, he's never going to want to. He's never going to want to get that back.
So it looks like the re-hit will come through. They have numbers for Loud though. The gamble stack is there.
What do they have for backside?
They're just leaving Aspas at A here to figure out if Jake is lurking behind.
There's no util left for Rooney, so the only initiation is going to be Lee's
okay,
splash,
they get over towards site. Everyone's looking for luck. There is no luck. Zeppa gets into the OP pause. This is so strong getting into this corner like this. Oh, I thought he might as well just stay there for all of this.
Indication of one
still pretty strong spot as long as he doesn't get spammed.
On the other end, though, Loud looking to
Mickey boy, what's up, dude? How you doing? Massive kill. He's gonna go down, but he did great.
On the first blood, but gets quickly traded out back how it's seen. All 4 players of Loud still
Smoke's fighting this. What? Chat, he's back of sight and he's just killed 3 people in heaven.
Hit the site quickly. Another retake instance as well. Sourcing information, starting a little misdirection.
So the buying into this really paid off. A little bit risky, huge swing round. Give me another replay. Let's see what he's got.
Or trade, do this ping pong off each other based on the Sky and the Dizzy coming through. That guiding light Dizzy combo hit at the same time.
Do that. That first shot was disgusting.
Through and are steps ahead of Loud right now. Bonus round to Cloud9 there.
Free guns picked up too.
Puts him on an eco. Chance to get another big ult into the big buy round. We're looking at Rooney. No matter what, as long as he dies or gets a kill, or gets a plant, or gets an orb, they have an ult into the next big buy rounds, and potentially they have nothing to stop him next round.
C9 relentless. Fall line open up already. Out of bullets. It's gonna be an easy.
Damn. He got that fast kill as well.
For 2 entries. Trailers responding 2 more towards the top, stunning onto Sadak. The assist comes in.
Very nice. And just to note, Rooney got the plant as well to make sure they have it all into next round.
We had the interview from MCE talking about how C9's looking. They're a new team, but they're looking like they're flushed out. Everything's looking really good for this team on how they're working their attack.
And you don't know that.
Yeah, it's nice and simple. It's nothing too fancy, but it's working.
Using that, the double-edged sword seems to be swinging their way at this point. We're still very early. We're going to see.
I don't know how Zeppa got both. I don't know how he got the first kill on its own.
With the sheriff here. There's a nice shot on the Zelsis. At least delete some of these weapons. That economy for Cloud9 is just too good at this point.
Nicely handles.
Rooney
so yeah, we're going to the full buy. Money's looking real good. 3,000 on top of this. Just some armor to rebuy.
We'll see as
and they have a huge ult.
Ultimates are coming up. Cosmic Divide. Aspas
they're in a really good spot. Same thing again, right? They win this. They force them down to eco. Aspas gets the op out. Let's keep an eye on him. Starting to realize that they want to go B all the time. Heavy shutdown B. Here we go. Might go aggro. Okay, they're gonna just try and use the Sky to set him up here.
It's not only good at shooting, but also doing great with the utility. And
for this round, exactly. Oh my word.
Loud still trying to find an
Okay,
answer.
they hear
into
the
first
rifle.
half.
Dude, they're so fast. Double satchel into middle with a
Comes with an
stun.
operator into this round, but it
Breach
starts off
ult
with a
really
rolling
early on
thunder.
before they close the
Aspas
corner.
is not affected. Looking up towards heaven, but misses
Oh,
the shot.
it's a big miss.
A rare miss coming out from Aspas as they're fighting
Oh
close.
my goodness.
Jake with the shorty drops
Zeppa's doing
Cloud9.
everything
And
for
there's
staying
only
alive
one
in
more
heaven,
player
and then
inside
he
the
gets the
site.
most perfect
No
timing.
way of escape.
Oh my god, they're looking incredible
throw.
right now.
Rolling thunder to start it off.
Oh, no.
Operator wasn't close. It didn't matter. Zeppa's still up top and be heaven.
Finally, with this gap, Twiz comes back.
Healing over here.
Still looking nearly impossible for the retake to happen for Loud.
Yeah,
Unless we get
and
lucky
the
on some
op is
shots, some
miles away,
overpeaking
so they
like
can't
this
even
coming out
try and
from
save the
C9.
op. Keep an eye on the breach.
But the protocol comes back for a flank. Waste on that clock. Rooney comes in from B main. Up at the top of mail. Here's the first drop.
Oh, it's okay.
Information on the second.
Okay, nicely handled in the end. 4 of them stay alive. 1 gunnery by 1 armor. The money's out of control. Loud are gonna have to pause.
Cloud9, however,
Surely. They're gonna have to go for a low buy. Low buy's gonna be okay. 2-9 loss bonus.
Right now.
They gotta hold B. They gotta take B main or something. Bedino, thank you so much. Bedino, 45 with the prime. New member of the Slug Club. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Welcome in.
Of heaven into sight because he knew the team was coming in as well. That coordination is throwing Loud off of their timing. And then you spam Aspas through the wall. That's where we saw him really be able to shut down MIBR from their defensive side once they got the op. And I think that's an important thing to focus on is that op went
Yeah,
down
the snowball is in.
immediately.
Poor
The game was
Loud.
controlled quite a
Literally
bit
haven't
by
had
Aspas's
a...
op when MIBR was-
Every
or,
single
sorry,
time
Loud
they've
was
just
able to
been
get
up
that
against
in
it,
their
right?
MIBR
But
match.
look at them all.
Away it goes because Cloud9 was ready.
Yeah. To talk about
Look
that
at them
game too,
all.
there was some great
Yeah.
shutdown plays from Aspas with that operator against
First-
MIBR.
Absolutely.
And
First
also
full
the other
buy,
nice thing about
they go
seeing
against
Loud
the
on a
Killjoy
defense
ult.
when they were having
Second
that
full
op
buy,
on
they
the
go
B
against
site
the
was
breach
amount of
ult. What a
utility that was
nightmare.
being used around Aspas
This-
so he could get some
this
kills,
is a perfect
get away
example
safely
of,
and fight within that site.
Of a snowball,
But
for
with the
sure.
amount of util that's coming out from C9, it's looking nearly impossible to get any good positioning on your defense.
That's such a good point. That the way how fluid that Loud looked to be, you know, just flipping a switch with the util they were going to use for a protocol to save each other, play off each other was much more fluid last time. Seemed like
Oh, for
Cloud9
sure.
is
There's
just
an
moving too
advantage
quick
in
to
terms of
even
that,
allow
yeah.
that to happen at this point. A lot of these rounds have been going quite fast, and for rehit sake as well, their rehits aren't that long of a wait. They cut sound, maybe wait 10 seconds, and you see the stars going back down from Jake, so they're just trying to get Loud a little
Judge comes
moved
out.
around, and it's starting to be
Change
enough.
up into
They don't even need a
towards B
full
main.
push or pull to a
What
site.
are gonna happen? Oh
An opportunity for
my!
redemption.
Should have been getting this kill.
Nice
Not gonna
time
lie
it
to you.
came out for less.
That's
Couldn't
good
get the
info.
kill.
They know the judge was
We
there.
see
They
Sadat with the
really
judge.
wanted to take that.
That's gonna just
Judge
keep
goes
C9
in.
far
Now
away
they,
from
yeah,
this
not
nebula
a
at the
chance
beginning
they
of the
want to.
round. And that
They still
redemption
can
also
if they want
comes
to
in with the
flash, but they're
Blade
gonna
Storm
heavy
activated
use
for
util for
Aspas.
this.
A double push
There's
coming
no way
outside of
they.
A.
There's no way they contact
We're
that.
closing in now
Okay,
on
flash
to
close.
C9. C9
Small
slowly
window
pinned.
here where they kind of have to go. Otherwise, it's going to get a little bit rough, especially if Aspas with his ult.
C9 just wants to go in with the showstopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's so
Not
fine
even
as
an
well.
overkill. They just want to use everything.
Damn,
Get the
turret
rounds
and
in.
alarm bot for behind. Ult means they
Really
can get over
securing
towards
around
site.
with all of them, right?
Zeppa.
You're just flexing
It's
muscles
about
right
heavy
now to make
priority
it
in
into
this
that
area
site.
at
It's
the
where
moment.
they've had most of their strength.
They've really gone over their after plans
Cloud
and
has
like
not been able to touch Cloud9.
where they want to be, what they think the priority kind of
Blade
areas
Storm was
are in the
hurt
after plan.
earlier on. So C9 just looking for where Aspas is going to be coming from. Passive plays. Jake playing like he's part of a fair, but gets knocked down.
Blocking sight.
Smacked by Aspas.
Doesn't want to save the judge, so
As the Blade
gonna
Storm
try and
gets
go for this
refreshed.
in terms
Jump
of
spot
kills.
coming out from Leaf. Aspas still weary
What gun is this
of the
over
push
there?
coming out from Spawn, but this clock is running down. Wallbangs coming through. We're just looking for the highlight reels.
Yeah. It looks gonna look good.
Yeah,
That'll probably be in there too.
not bad.
Six
Not bad at all.
rounds now
6
for
and 0.
Cloud9, even after
Right.
the timeout
We
from
finally
Loud,
go
it didn't-
into a
it
round
was
where they have
not
some
able
ults
to
of their own.
stave off this pressure, still hemorrhaging rounds here, and they survived the ultimates. That Blade Storm, the operator round, and a few other ults that have been coming in now from the side of Loud. So the answers, a few more here, Seekers, and that Cosmic Divide. Less than
They're
Sadak
really
to be just
close
one
to a lot
off
official as well.
Answers on the other side for Cloud9.
Official one away,
This
Viper one
operator
away
is that
in
for
terms of it. They
Aspas, so
still
another
wanna.
big
Are we seeing any change up
investment
to B
round,
main?
full
Definitely a
utility
change up
all
from
around.
C9 right after the
Now
pause.
5
Just
towards A.
again, the
Cloud9 doesn't
simplest
seem
Valorant
to be
you've ever
favoring
seen,
the 1-4,
but
really
it's working
worrying
so
about
well.
the loud push or flank. They're
Damn,
moving in on the
damn.
side, backing each
You get
other
a
up.
double
That's
stun,
a
they nearly
play.
caught that
A
kill as well.
fault
Keep an eye in the
line
middle
trailblazer,
push.
Satchel through Seekers to clear out the A site.
Yeah, cleared all the middle. They realized that all 5 are here pretty much. They should maybe expect one rep with this question mark.
The barrel of the gun, a shot missing.
Another miss.
As Lip runs
Damn,
out
he's
for the entry
missing
into
a
the
bit
B side
today.
as well.
That's the third one.
Well, fighting back towards the spawn.
I mean, nice double peek as well with the
what
flash.
can you really do for the last 2 players remaining from Loud?
They're all over them. They
Players
can't
go
hold
down.
sight.
They're just playing for safety.
They
Again,
literally
another
cannot
round
hold
that
sight.
Loud is forced to just save guns. It's tough. Tuiz is going to look for a frag. They're looking for some ecos here. And this cannot continue to happen. If they buy the operator, they need to see a return on investment. They need to see the frags. Van Silly, 7 rounds now for Cloud9.
Super
And
strong.
talking about
Oh
Aspas,
my
that
goodness.
those shots need
That's a
to be
9K.
hitting now.
You're one away
Seems
from
a little
ult as
too
well.
cold for the rate of this game.
Astra ult's pretty. Well, Astra ult's here.
And aiming on a run by right there. Inches for the 2nd time against Zeppa's run-in. Clearing out the heavens.
Always Zeppa.
Yep. Just slippery here on that raise. I gotta say, for a team that we saw in a pistol round for
They
C9,
go back down to
opportunities
this
for
as well.
alerts, but there's a lot of chemistry that has to be done too. You look at the comp from C9, there's not a Viper lurk, it's not a Cypher lurk that you have, so you need that communication between Zelsis and Jake as well to pull those nebulas to allow Zelsis to get these lurks. But again, it's only been needed for pistol round. The rest has been a lot of just full site execution.
If they get some kills, maybe they just spam all the ults into this. We'll see. Still a chance. Judge over towards B.
Able to shut them down, but for this
We
game
can
here
see
for C9,
C9 are doing a good job of
of
mixing it up,
Too much
though.
utility to handle for Loud.
Here.
They're playing
Plays towards mid.
super
They feel
safe as well.
confident
The
now.
dog is just
Don't
coming
head up
out.
to try and go
Dog
for
is
these
coming out
1v1s.
before they turn just every single corner.
This is the first time in a while. Like you said, they've been playing that kind of death ball strategy. We really see a 1-3-1 across the map from Cloud9.
The timing of this might just be perfect. How far do they want to go? Oh, he goes back.
So a different look here.
Well, they
as well
set
from
up the judge
Sadak.
close, so
A
they're going to
slow
avoid
push
this,
out,
and
if he
then
times this
Flash
right,
goes
that
into
could
bottom
be
middle. They
the
know
play
it's
of the
clear,
round
so we're going to
if
see
he
a
can
heavier
come
stack.
around
You might
towards
even be
mid
able to see
here, and
4
that
people
turret
here.
not activated.
We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, 4
Because
people here.
Sadak
Loud
was
have an
pushed all
okay
the way up towards
chance. Not the
garage.
guns for it, but
A full rotate comes out from
yeah,
Loud early.
they got some.
No
They got
information.
some
They get
bodies
the
on
first stack
site.
towards the A site.
All comes
The
in
base
as well,
not
but as we
gonna
can
work.
see,
Ooh,
this
divided. It's ready
judge
for
is just
Aspas.
like, nope.
The first blood up to Zelsis as Zelsis falls, but the rest of C9 are still moving in. Low on
Yeah, nicely
HP
done.
for all of the info coming out. Older util retaliated by Loud.
Spike
And they
down
answer
A.
back on an eco. Spike now down on a 4 versus 1. Jake's gonna have to try to clutch this. Here's the first one, drops back in. 10 seconds left. Has to go for that spike. The flag for the swing. It's gonna be too
Sounds
much.
like it's a nice flash. Nicely done from Loud. Right, this push into B main was everything. Push into B main, get the judge close. Flash
And,
towards
yeah,
middle.
locking it down on
Right,
the
so they got
50.
info.
Very nicely done. The
Eco round
rotation
might as
not
well
even
stack.
needed
They
there
did
on the
great.
push, but Sadak was able to let the team know that it was probably a focus towards A. 2 backside this time. Loud very much in position to slow this one down, and they use util perfectly to delay this take. Loud on the board.
It was meant to
Only
be.
takes 1, right?
7-1.
You gotta get a few more now. 5 could be how many that is. 7 to 5 is definitely a pretty
Okay, off
common
back
score we see on
again.
the split.
Where are we
The
this
operator
time?
is back in the
Over
hands
towards
of
middle,
Aspas,
so
eyes on
they've
that.
been fighting middle a lot.
Playing it
Since the
where we
pause,
have
the
seen
priorities
Zeppa
shifted
blast
more
packing
to B main
instantly,
for sure.
so this could get
Definitely worked out for
tricky.
them
You play
in
the
that
Trailblazer
eco as
up
well,
there.
so yeah.
Might
They're
have seen
trying to
just the
delay
shoulder
in mid
back
still,
there.
but there's no punish, right? They're not trying to fight behind it at all. 3
An
people.
opportunity here for
3
Loud to come
people
back
in
as they finally have
B main.
ults to come in, and now shots are landing. First blood for Aspas there. Wow. Detain is going to be Jake as Thrash comes out for an aggressive B push.
What
Rudy
a
trying to
weird
save his
round.
teammate, countering back with the flashes. Double swing, double fight. Not going to work. As Rooney's looking to aim live some more. Spike is now down towards B.
What a weird
Seekers
round.
also spawns the last 2 players. So the lurk will not work here for Zeppa. The backstab, the flank, no go.
It was cool though. I like the
It's Loud
push.
all over this spike.
Again, ever since the pause, Loud looking a lot
Trying something
better.
different this round.
Yeah.
A quick AO.
Zelsis pinned,
It's
corner.
an
A lot down
interesting
trying to push him
use of
away,
the
but it's
ult,
shot from
but
both angles. And unfortunately falls.
Probably a bit of a waste, but
Allows Zeppa to gain some space. 1 versus 1 down towards the sewers, as that's less down to 11 HP. And 3 players just ready to greet
yeah,
Zeppa
I mean,
across.
it's so wrecked when you turn this. Oh, good idea though.
Crosshair placement, or at least an attempt to. Not gonna happen.
Okay, nicely done from Loud.
As we were
There's a
just
world
talking
where
about
C9 call pause here.
They had
There
an
is
eco
definitely
round
a
where they
world
had a lot of ults. It took
they
a lot
wanted
of
to.
rounds finally for Loud to get some ults in. Thankfully, they got a thrifty round so they could use an ult into a very important round here to salvage 2 rounds in a row.
And really just meet that aggression of Cloud9. It comes to a point where you have to stop playing reactive and be the one to be active.
Yeah.
So they pushed out fully to B, and that was the gamble
Dude,
too.
it's just been a battle
really
of B main
great call
so much
there,
in
and if
terms of
it
this
wasn't the start of the gamble that won, they probably get that play
Okay,
because
Loud
you
now
saw
kind of going
less
more for their
ulting
original
over
style
at
where they
that
want to
A
punish
Altor.
this.
So really wanted to direct how that round
Okay,
flowed
starting
for
to see
Cloud9.
the few
Now
weeks
that-
of training
I think
come in
Cloud
with
has
that one.
confidence. We see a little bit more pushing through.
Need
and
to try
oozing
on
out.
that one. A little bit better.
Everywhere.
They do get the orb though. That's Rooney with orb, so breach orb for this one. With that orb going down, instant rotate, right? They leave middle, and now it's just an instant rotate. Flash goes in for C9 to see if they can get this. And this is a huge question mark at the moment. Sky's coming over. Is he going to clear this question mark? Does he have it? He has a flash and a dog. Let's keep an eye on this
Yeah, a
guy.
lot of space has
See
to
what
be
he
regained
decides
now.
to do.
So this is good. Loud actually achieves quite a bit from pushing up and making sure that that space is unknown now for Cloud9. It definitely becomes a rehit and a task.
Flash goes in.
Blinded.
Yep, that hits. They know that they can keep 3 here.
Go with the rolling thunder into the site.
As fast did he dodge?
Damn, nice stuns.
Coward Zindin to his also didn't, but still gets a crosshair with Sadak. Perfect for 2 more kills. And now
They
with the
did
Nebula,
not expect the numbers. So much heavy focus over towards Heaven.
Smoke
Smoke was really late, Heaven.
moves in, long range for the kill, and Jake has to come in for
Maybe I
another
missed
second. Low
the
HP.
smokes around, but this smoke was incredibly
Decides to
late,
fall back
Heaven.
instead.
Very interesting decision on the entry for C9. From what we've seen,
Nicely done from
recently,
Loud
just
though.
Zeppa
Good read
blasting
into
in.
this. I
Everybody
think
looks
C9
like,
have
it looks like they took
become
that first fight in
predictable.
heaven,
You need
not
to
worrying about back, and
need to
the
pause it, I
calls
think.
just did not come through. Loud
seconds left.
punishes that.
Uh-oh.
They get another round for themselves.
terms of the
here,
money,
and the more that stay alive,
2
for
of them
these
can't
rounds,
buy,
it's
so
good
this
for
gun would be
Loud. They're
nice.
trying to rebuild this economy. As I say that, the caster curse rings true.
Oh no.
Well, that's gonna be a hot foot.
Nice Molly.
Gets
Jake goes
melted down. Rev, you got some caster praise going on, because when it was a 7-1 score, like, oh yeah, 7-5 is something that's common. I was like, I didn't look it was going to be that's to go towards that direction with how C9's been playing, but Louder starting to fight
They're
back.
forcing
It
into
was
it.
a monumental
They
shift.
forced
in
into
how
this. They have
Loud was
2 9
playing. I
lost
think they
bonus.
were
Most of them
very
are sitting around like
accepting to giving
3-4.
Cloud9 a lot of space in the early rounds.
Some of them had
allowing
a
these flanks to
thousands,
happen
some
without
of them
it
had like
knowing.
4K, but
Now you again take that space.
2 of them
one
are definitely
round,
going
West
to take a
goes
bit
up
of a
to
hit in
A,
this.
you know it can be a focus towards B.
Okay, nice timeout.
B mid. And same thing with pushing mid. You know A can be ready for a big hit, back up a little bit, look for that home run shot from the opponents, and still be able to, you know, defend once it comes time. So it's really well orchestrated in how they kind of read C9 there. But again, it's Cloud9 for a while was just
Especially if they
dictating
heard the
how game went.
flash.
And that, I think, was
Like
a tough
I mean,
call
they
for
would have
Loud
heard the
to be
flash.
like,
It
"Wait,
would have
let's
literally
just do
blinded
that
them.
too."
Whoever.
Kind
Yeah,
of
I
in
agree with you.
essence.
And I think it's from also, I think that's why it was important the timeout that came out here from Fraud.
I think
for
honestly the main
seeing
problem
how
there
Loud are
was there
trying
was
to
no
play
smoke
into
Heaven.
more
That was
aggressive
like
positions
that was the main thing.
avoids these fault lines that have been set up for Rooney. It allows
Right.
most of these
Get in
things to
front of it
happen
all.
for C9. Exactly. So you play in front of it, you get these hits, it's working out. Now it's C9 to answer back. Okay, we're going to try to fault line
Between the Gecko
different
compass
places,
heavily attack side,
or try to leverage
it's
more
definitely not
onto
great on
Lisa's
this map on
initiation
defense.
from
Obviously the
Sky
ult and
utility that
stuff,
they
sure.
have to allow
But
these first hits to happen.
it's hard to find
The
stuff
first
that
map control
actually
towards
means
mid.
that you can
Let's be
pick
honest,
it
7
up.
on attack feels good.
Yeah.
7 on attack feels nice.
So yeah, I
C9
kind of
really
agree
racking
with
up a
you with
few more
that.
here
Careful
to
with
kind
the
of
wipeout.
put a little padding in.
Okay.
Look better at 7-0 though.
Look
if you're a
better,
C9
yeah.
player, right?
You know.
Okay,
Be
so
damned.
we're
Yeah.
are we going into the next round and just doing a light
big
armor
split
buy
here
after
for
this?
Cloud9.
Yeah, so
A
it's like a
different look
it's
for
like a
them.
low buy and then like a low buy, double low buy
Usually it's just
basically.
one on that flank, but they do have both Jake and Zelsis over on that left side. So one of them I feel like is going to be
Zeppa
left
one
when the
away
rotation
from-
comes through mid. And this A heaven, I
Fizzle.
think it's going to be A heaven stall here for Cloud9 to see how Loud reacts.
That's good info.
An opportunity
that's
to fight
nice.
for heaven and go down ropes.
Oh, this is working
moving
really
forward
well
with
at
the
the moment.
stinger
They have a
first.
lot of space. Keep an eye on this reaction over towards
Pushed up by
middle.
both initiators.
Oh my god, this Sadak's
Here's that
crazy.
lane.
Mid. Zednak hasn't been spotted, so he's in a great area here. Jump spot now. Jig is up. Is up again and ready for the backstab. Seeker's coming out too, and here's the footsteps falling away towards B Heaven instead. So no early advantage for C9, no capitalization on a rotation coming back.
How is Sadak? How is Sadak alive?
But the Seeker still allows for C9 to take control towards B Heavens.
Sadak reading this well, playing patient.
Yeah, weird round. They could
into a few, but Cloud9, they
mid round this back. This guy needs to shoot this dog. Oh, he might have sold this. Wait, are they actually going A? Oh man, this is confused. I'm confused looking at the minimap. I don't know where the rotates are going.
Maybe staying safe, but I feel like C9 has the upper hand here to crush the site. I think we have a full 5v5 retake on our hands.
Dude, he has no smokes.
No scars available though for Jake. So we have
he has no smokes.
Angles coming out for the defense.
Oh, and half human
Flash trying to push him out. Jake falls. 10 seconds left on the clock. We're looking for the plant.
I mean,
we'll get it on the top of A Heaven.
Molly on.
Time for Loud to fight back. Showstopper out towards screens. Zalsis gets the first contact.
Does he expect a second?
Gets immediately traded out. And Les is closing in on A Heaven. 2 more players left on the defense, stuck inside the site. And it's the players with low weaponry. A Bulldog and a Stinger. From both the star players of Leaf and Zeppa. Protecting each other.
Oh,
on the other.
got a flash as well in a sec. Nicely done. And the reposition as well. These two are great. These two are so good.
And C9 answer back.
Damn, they get 8.
What
they got 8. There's a chance for 9.
Again, working the map well, but when it came down to it, it did look like Loud was okay for the retake. Like I said, it was gonna be.
This was actually a very nice round for them.
Util was flying, and numbers in favor of Loud here.
This was actually a very, very nice round from them, really. The only thing that I didn't like was the no smoke for spawn.
They don't push elbow. They knew the locations for a moment, what the timing could have been, and the miracles happen. Wow. Great stuff by Cloud9. Loud now pushed down to a possible 4 rounds only from this defensive side. They buy into this one. Operator for Aspas Cloudstorm to be.
This is what they've wanted. They've been wanting to do this punish all the time.
Getting a bit of a push again towards mid, but
do we finally see it
right away?
Oh my goodness!
One's just around the corner after shock and then a spray through the poison orb.
And they've done a bit of homework, I think.
But there's still players for Loud inside mid.
I'm gonna
Either way, that sound bait there got this dude killed.
In their last 2 games.
That sound bait got this dude killed so much.
Firing at to get such a return on investment here with the
yeah, because when they've been fighting middle, it's always 1-on-1. So that's why I'm thinking.
Possible for Loud. Now the focus towards mid sends Loud on a bit of a journey to see what they can find.
Block the Astra.
They gambled towards B while Cloud9
looking like it's going to.
Yes,
it does.
Just good enough.
Damn, nice timing. Turning the corner, dog to go in as well. They get so much control. This is a hard retake. They have knives though. They have knives and they have the passing in sewer.
Footsteps will be heard as Kawadzin's trying to move up for the backstab.
Spike planted.
3 players now from Loud towards A main.
They don't have much map control.
All of C9 stuck inside the A site.
Yeah, they do now. They push corners.
Towards screens. Aspas updrafting but not connecting with the Blade Storm. Trying to retake with the operator with the rest of the teammates. A trade-off happens for both teams. A 3 versus 3.
It's a plant for Heaven though, and they might be able to get Heaven. Keep an eye on Zelsus. Oh, who's this?
Flanker doesn't work. Jake on his own. Up to halfway. As now he has to move forward. Cannot get the kill.
No time on it. Realize you have to just switch for it.
As Cloud9 goes for the defuse.
This is a nice retake from Loud. Guy Sewer did everything.
They get the 4.
It is insane half though. What an insane half.
From Cloud9. I do not
they really snowballed.
It took them a little too long to
that was this game here was like a pure example of just what a pistol round can do in my mind. Right, pistol rounds, then eco, fast buy. They have an ult. Another eco round, 5th. They have an ult. They had every single time. So they had gun advantage here, ult advantage here, ult advantage here, every single time in the driving seat. Kind of crazy.
Like, Cloud9's looking legit. I thought they did everything they needed to do. We talked about how they were going to pounce on B a little bit more, a little bit on male, and this is the bonus. This is their first really opportunity to take the game away.
They played it.
What do they do?
They played it nice. It was real simple.
They fake a hit here. They grab the orb, get the lockdown, and they're trying to draw this Gecko util out. They're trying to bait util out, and then they're going to re-hit later on in the round with this lockdown once there's no counter util left in Loud. And it's just such a good game plan early on from Cloud9 that helped to bolster this huge lead they built.
Yeah, definitely. What I was hoping to see more of in this half that we started to see a bit later.
Yeah, I saw that
Late,
picture of the orc thing.
Only need 4.
I'm not against it.
Gecko on attack, very good. But I love these the rounds that they started to play out a little bit later, where they were using the Gecko effectively to
that Killjoy
used to fight for B main here, to push out, take this space, and actually, you know, not only get the map control in this situation, they're actually able to get some kills on top of it, but not allowing Cloud9 to
Is
have
VOD
these
advantage a
positions
real
where they
thing?
could set
Oh,
up the big
crazy
executes
big.
that were
That's the
winning
reason
them
why
all
Keiko
those
got
rounds
so
for the
wrecked.
first half of the half.
Yeah. I agree. Once Loud got
Like,
a little bit more
it's
proactive,
a huge,
especially
it's a
even
huge
on one of the
advantage.
later rounds, we saw Sadak pushing down mid solo, and Cloud9 gave him the space to just walk away. And once Loud realized that, they kind of adapted their game plan a bit.
Yeah, that they did. But now we head into the second half, and this is where this Gecko pick can be so incredibly strong. Sean, you
definitely
were
the
talking
biggest
about it
reason,
earlier, but
in
this is
my
where
opinion,
Loud
by
have
far.
a lot of set plays, a lot of ideas, and for Cloud9, they're looking good, they're looking strong. But with a new team, 2 new players, is this enough to close out versus one of the world's best? We'll find out back with Riv and Vincent.
You don't think that's the main reason? I'm telling you, 100% the main reason.
White mentioned.
They played the exact same attack side against all 3 teams.
Gecko,
So if you thought it was good against BBL, then
and if you
you
remember
have
the
to
match
think that it was
last
good
week
against
here
the other
between
2
Loud and
teams if
IBR,
you're
it
not
was a
going
lot
to
of these
highlight
hits
the other 2
towards
teams.
the top of the heavens.
You can
And
watch
again,
it,
these
write
plans for
down the
having with
rounds,
that
watch
wingman.
what utility
Does
do,
C9 have
watch
an
what they
answer
have
for
people
that,
wear,
or
watch
is
what they
Loud
do with
coming
the
out with
ults.
something new
It's legit the
this week
exact
around?
same attack, like they had changed
I think they
nothing.
had 4 successful
Literally
wingman
nothing.
plants coming in through the round,
The
which is
exact
actually pretty
same
good if you think
round
about it.
for
Once
round,
the team
ult
starts
for
to get aware
ults.
of it, easy to stop. Looks
Changed
like
nothing.
both will go.
I'm telling you that it's the
It's gonna be a
biggest
quick
reason.
Pick up as well in the rope room. Throw them in here for safety. A neat way to use them. A lot of times you'll see
Right.
if there is a high wall
Let's
or
see.
low wall, it'll be
Loud.
straight up.
Let's
So it's
see if
always
these
interesting
frenzies
to
can
see
get them
how
anything.
Sadak will
Big
retrieve
pistol
that
for them.
utility to be able to use again. Ready and raring. Rooney is set with the utility as a trailblazer.
It's
tries
on
to
Keiko
find
for
where
not
Loud
change
is. They
for not
did a
changing it and
very
picking the
similar
same map.
thing
Oh,
in their first
you
round
nailed
towards
it.
MIBR,
You nailed it in
so
one.
they're going to try to come up here to A heaven and again lock that down. Second layer, drop in sight or head back to B.
ready with the fault line. Is
The
Rooney.
mid-rounding spot
Footsteps
bad.
now being heard as
Agree with
Loud
that
is
as well.
trying to take over A heavens. Now gets cooped from Dizzy as the wingman comes down for an attempted plant.
Damn, look at them. They knew the exact hit. That's so funny. They actually highlighted the exact hit in they're gonna win this, right? They have too much prep on it. They knew the exact hit.
In there, this is so cool. Oh dear. Oh, and then yeah, let's see it again because that was quick.
Damn, disgusting. Nice setup from them.
Change too, if you look at how he was placing his KJ
It was the same hit that we saw. The funniest thing is they replayed something very, very similar to this round that they did on Pistol. They showed that in the pre-show.
Some sheriffs coming through.
I think this is the issue with Gecko. I feel like it's a one and done.
Leaves playing
I don't know.
slow.
We'll see.
He gets
We'll see how it looks.
distraction from the Roomba, and he almost gets his life taken there as they try to get the spam throw through
It's
the
a
wall.
nice shot. Oh my goodness.
Real
it's
spicy in
on.
mid for a moment, but Cloud9
That's a
hold
gun.
off on going too hard there.
Zeppo is actually trying to go hard into the paint.
Yeah.
The flash came out from Leaf, and he was chasing for those kills.
A little uh-oh.
The good old C9 way. A little bit of an overheat moment, but for Loud, it's still going to stay quiet. C9 looking for some information back into the mid-round. Starts with a flash-guided light into B
Yeah,
heaven.
this is
that
horrible
does
because he has to wonder
spot
about spawn at one
least
point.
one player from the point of view of
Yeah.
C9 on defense.
They're grouping up with a Stinger.
Dude,
less
Loud
and
is
less
literally
to
just
see if they
waiting
can get
for
this to
C9
work,
to
or at
mess
least
up. That's
trade
so
and
funny.
then follow up with another weapon that
They wait
Cowan's
so
can
long to
crash.
mess up and just
So this is the group.
also just create the pressure around the map
This
itself.
push, however,
Big
coming
Joe
in from
here.
Jake. I don't know if Jake's made a sound here yet, but that's a big call if Tuiz is able to call it.
Jake,
Slams
well,
Still
down.
came in.
Enemy remaining.
Nice. He
Easy
handles.
kill there as Cowardine was low.
Leaf was in a
HP,
weird
and they spot
situation.
the
He did
last one
great
on the top.
the whole time.
Jake comes in with the ghost, the assist from the flash, closing into the plays of C9.
Dude, he gets
but
a kill?
Atlas still able to get one for his troubles before he gets dropped by C9.
Okay, let's see how the bonus
goes
goes down.
Great pistol anti-eco once again for the defensive side this time of Cloud9.
Yeah. Big rounds to pick up, put the pressure on to Loud here, and those rounds become so difficult. Like, you got to commend Loud for where they're going, how far they're lurking. They're getting the last bits of utility to almost get a frag, and C9 just continues to back up and play further and further away, so it makes it harder to take the site, especially on a save like that. So let's flip the script. Cloud9 did take quite a bit of damage on that round, so they're going to be on a low buy, even with the win. This bonus could be tough, and Loud is planning on it.
Dumb.
That's not a good way to start the round.
Yeah,
for
was the
bonus for
issue.
Rudy.
Here.
Sprayed through the toxic screen.
Why do you think he left C9?
Rifle still available for Zelsis. The strongest weapon that we have for C9 in his bonus. So he's forced to play a little bit of a bait and switch here with Zeppa inside this A site. But for Loud, we're not looking to engage off the first pick that they've gotten.
This is
Falling
nice
back
as well.
towards mid,
Yeah.
towards even their
Putting this up
spawn.
after this go as well, question marks just
Trying to see C9
all
gonna try to
over.
push for it. I think
Rotate
we're still
coming
trying
in.
to find the
Bit
KG
of a gamble
utility
for
as
this
well
one.
for Loud.
I think one of the effective things about having the Sky and the Gecko comp too, it seems like they'll hit a little earlier than like pressure late into this round, but the more you pressure your opponent, it's usually one person in sight. So you throw all this util at, there's nothing they're going to be able to do, and here they actually find an empty site with the fact that Rooney already went down.
The first wingman plant coming out from Loud.
There's like one person in the crowd that's
But
loving
nobody's playing that spot. Everybody's inside the site, and there's a late lurk from Les down towards sewers.
it. Looks like they're expecting the log, but we'll see how long
Cloud9
that,
moving forward
see what the
for their
timing's like
retake
on
from
this.
Spawn.
Concealment.
Zelsis at B having
Zelsis has
still
been
waiting
holding
for
this
this
for so
1v1.
long.
Will win it
Okay.
against Les. Meanwhile, battle ensues towards the tree.
We got a
in the
nade.
back
Wait,
of
we have a
B site.
nade. Did it go
Gravity
backside?
well, Nova Pulse coming out from C9
What
in
the
the
hell
back.
was that
It
nade?
works out for the
It was
stun.
awful.
But the trade-off
Enemy
once
remaining.
again, and Kalzin gets two. Zelsis looking to clutch, but gets denied right away by Tuis.
Important round
Nice
for
round.
Loud.
Good damage though.
The
C9.
confidence for the game overall. They ran a lot of the rounds when they
Right, let's
played
get into this one. It's gonna
MIBR.
be
I
huge
think Loud
because
is kind of
3 people
finding their
died.
first
So
time
I'm
where
gonna
they
circle
have to
everyone that
question
combine
things
next
that are
round.
happening here. They seem
Should be
confident
one
on
more.
that round, however, versus Cloud9. I almost thought the gravity well up top was going
Yeah,
to give
save ya.
C9 the round because it wasn't used for a possible defuse, but patience pays off. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yeah,
And
these three.
Loud, I think,
It's
knows
3
they
and
need
3.
to start taking a bit of
3 and
more
3.
command in this game. Or
Actually,
Cloud9
these wouldn't be
is
able to
going
buy because of the
take
lost
everything
bonus.
away from
1-9.
them. Already
Oh,
pushing
God.
out towards B, and this isn't looking good here.
Oh,
Jay gets the
what
first
the
one,
hell?
almost
How's he
time for
alive?
Tuis
5 HP?
to get the first one, but indeed
Yeah, the hill's all the
C9's
way
time
over
to
here,
play
though.
aggressive. Seekers then to spot information towards A main.
Damn.
allowing Zelsis to
Instant
get the
reaction
pick
over
off the
towards A once the
Calcine.
numbers get called,
One
and
more
they
spotted
shot it
towards
down
the
heavy.
ramp.
Hill
Nebula
comes in
forced
as
them
well.
back. And in a blink of an eye, early in this round, C9's up by 2 players.
Everybody playing real
Right, they need a
far
hero
back,
play,
not
and
knowing
here it is.
Sadak is going to grab one of these
Close.
orbs and just throw Thrash at you. They don't know what's going to happen. See, the line of scrimmage for C9 is basically back along that defensive hallway. So really smart play here not to get contained or detained.
C9's impressing.
Just
I mean,
wait
they're
for the
doing good
movement.
stuff.
Again, this is going to be that
doing
one
really
of
good
those
stuff.
loud searching every cupboard and corner, nook and cranny to find a member of C9. And
It
nothing's
feels
gonna
like
happen
they
until
know
go
that
to
they
plant that
don't
spike,
hit
probably.
a
And they
site
have to.
fully.
Losing Tuis
And I'm
so
not sure if
early
that's
into
right.
this
I haven't
round,
looked
there's
into it
no
enough,
smokes
but
for them to get into the
with
sites.
how they're playing, it feels like they don't
So you're
really
right,
hit
grabbing
a
this
site,
orb
and
could
they
be important,
heavy
but they'll give you position
prioritize
away.
like heavens, which makes
So
sense
Loud's
because that's
playing
where the
contact
wingman's
instead.
best, right?
A fight towards B heaven as Aspaz drops in towards hell. 2
Nice
players
shot.
inside the site as players are falling down. Les is fighting
Great. Les has made this doable.
14 seconds
Who's
left.
this on site?
There's only 1 player inside the site. Both players on the attack, fully
10
blinded for
seconds
the flash from Leaf. And really just playing behind the box. A double swing.
That's
And
it.
that denies
Time.
everything. A 1 versus 1, no time to plant. As that was a key swing
Nicely
coming out
done
from
from
C9
Rooney.
Rooney.
So
That was
I
good. Good round
mentioned
from
it
Leaf
last
as
round
well.
from
I
Loud.
think it was
wasn't
Leaf.
the
Whoever got
pressure
whoever got the
cooker
kill in
this
heaven.
time. They
That was
went
a
for
very
one of those
important
rounds.
kill.
Obviously pushed back by C9, but trying to get those last seconds to be in their favor. Cloud9 was already anchoring that B site on the gamble. Timeout here for Loud to come through. And again, we're saying Loud's being active. I'm saying Loud's taking control of things, and then Cloud9 comes flying out of B main just to grab the first one and be able to
Yeah, I
convert.
reckon the live events are
Coming
pretty
into that
sick, man.
5v4. Got sticky,
Especially
but
Tokyo,
they
it's
found
great.
it in the end. Really fantastic play so far. Jake and Rooney still.
And they need a miracle timeout.
Topping.
They don't have good money.
So well right now. No questions to be asked about them. Maybe questions to ask them about how they're feeling, because that is a hell of a stage to be on right now. But it does not seem like it phases them another day. At the park.
These two players are definitely the talk of the town, the highlight storyline for C9. But it sometimes overshadows currently the performances that we're currently seeing from Leaf. Statistically, so far in the VCT's Americas, on the top of the chart, and not even playing a duelist role.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what was it, Sky last week or something?
Yeah,
He was just
Sky now and popping
kills. Leaf and Aspas tied for the most kills currently in the VCT in one game at 20, or Americas, I should say, at 26. So maybe we get it this game. Maybe we get a Diffie in one of the situations. Right now, Leaf at 17, Aspas at 13. So they are.
Does Loud have a chance?
The top there.
Yeah,
it seems like Leaf Sky
it needs to be now,
off.
They have good ults.
11-5 off this.
I liked it though. I liked
17 round 17 as
I
we
think
get in.
C9 have them a little bit
like
sauce.
A is left open for full util. Maybe wait. So it's gonna play between all the utility as mid gets thrashed right away. There's no waiting to be had.
Just trying to clear towards vents.
Yeah, it's gonna heavy
Leaf
hold
looking
this.
back down, trying to salvage the thrash, but Leaf is once again there.
Oh, they really wanted this ult, and it's so funny because Sadak didn't want to jump down with them because he's the person that wants to get the ult, so he didn't want to die, so he kind of just left them to do it.
That's crazy aim coming out from the defender of Cloud9.
Thrash is ready.
Again. And even the patience they're doing, it's something to mention about how C9 even defended this round is incredible. We're focusing right now on how this one plays out with 1 minute left. Sadak goes back into that vent. They try to look for a small re-hit with already the play
they got
from
some map control though, so that's pretty
especially with the thrash that came out. Early control from Loud on both heavens. And just hoping to punish.
Oh, there's a chance.
Somebody from C9
Locked
and
him
they're
out of
able
sight,
to punish
but they're
Leaf.
probably going to think
Taken
that
out from
someone's
map.
like here or here, really.
A swing coming out from two players of
Think with how
Cloud9 as
heavy they're
Zeppa
fighting, it
falls.
becomes obvious.
Les is
Oh
coming
my
in
god,
to fight.
they're actually going to win this round? Oh, it's
Swinging
so
around
on.
back in favor of Loud.
It's so
They're at the player advantage.
Yeah, they're still scared
No
someone's
wingman
saying.
available, so we have to commit into the plant.
3v2.
Twiz on the top, making sure
If
nobody else
Celsius or
rotates
Jake
over.
gets a kill, that is an ult for them.
But the plant will
Les
be
also
safe.
has ult, if he wants to. Oh,
Well, maybe not. Gravity well forces him out.
10 seconds
Now
left.
he's going to go for the
okay, let's
default
see what the Astra
instead.
v Astra feels like.
Welcome to my world.
Wow. They're looking to fully secure this round. No chances, but
mean, yeah, it's a
again,
5v3
Viper's Wall
that they
will
lost.
give space too. Zelsis moving into sight. It's the damage Zelsis will take moving through is what they're hoping for right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to push onto A ramp alone, or together rather.
Spotting it through. Celsius comes in for a kill if he can.
Oh, no,
Has the
has he got
lockdown
that
if he
fast
wants
kill?
it. There's not too much time left on the clock. So he's just looking to make the last few players allowed lose their weapons, make it expensive into the next. Actually, the economy
might
is
not
very low for
expect him to end
both of
this
these
fast.
teams into this round, so a huge swing round. Losing both of these guns for Loud would be huge for C9 into the next. But at the end of the day, it's still a round coming in for Loud.
Yeah,
Title of that
3v5.
round, Say Less. On it, like, what a play coming in there. I wanted to mention C9's defense. We saw Killjoy playing all the way in the back. It didn't come into play, but the setup for C9 was to be ready for Thrash. Leaf was there to play it. We saw the Killjoy here, but it didn't matter. Even if the rotation was quick from C9, Les just stopped it in its tracks. So all that setup for nothing is what I'm trying to say.
And they have a
because
chance
Les
now
just
to
played
start
that
giving
round
the
so
Econ.
well.
Okay.
Coming up on the scoreboard
Well,
for himself too. Using
won the
ult to
important
secure
round.
that
Let's see what they
so
can
they
do.
have to look for another way to
See how
get
clean they
through
can keep this round.
on this one for C9's defense. And here they come
They're
with the
really
sheriff round to
hitting over
capitalize
towards
on
B
grabbing
main.
their
If
own
they can, they
outdoor.
just know if
One
they can
away
get a
for
kill
Rooney
towards Astra, it's
to Rolling Thunder.
an easy round.
Loud out of sight.
Wow.
Renew with the sheriff.
Holy util.
Yeah, that's their normal hit
Into
that
this
they've been
round,
doing.
or
Just
picked up as
three
you mentioned,
things
but
for
that
its
sheriff
dog,
is going to be
wingman.
very
Dizzy.
deadly. If Loud looks to work towards his B site.
Looks like C9 are very
On the
much
other
on
end,
top of this,
C9
though. They
has
haven't
that
really been
hero
playing
rifle saved
this
in that previous
area
round from
ever, and we
Celsius.
saw them do
Also
this a
lockdown
lot in
available
terms
for
of
the
round.
retake. Depending how this round
The zoo is
sets
out.
in for the post plant, could be a very important ult.
Deja vu.
Second time that happens.
Yep.
Full line, Zeppa moves
That's a
out.
gun if
What
they
an
want
assist
it.
by Rooney.
What a little counterplay right there. If they can grab that, it's huge. It almost needs to be protected, but Kalenzin gets pushed out. And that, yeah, you see Zeppa going back up to see if they can focus grabbing that Phantom.
Oh, it's unlucky.
Not this time around. Rudy falls instantly. Zeppa long range with the frenzy.
Still a gun over towards heaven. They can do good damage. In terms of this it's kind of close. We have Astral if they want it, but probably gonna be saving it for the big buy round.
Nice push by Loud. Slowly moving in to see what kind of trickery Cloud9 has set up, knowing that this defense has to be worried about. We saw even on the previous round, ultimate used by Les. Just to secure it, they are worried about what C9 can do.
Elite picked up a weapon. So gets the first blood for the retake attempt for C9. But Sadak stops him in his tracks. Zelsis no timing behind. So this is going to secure the round for Loud to bring it up at 7.
Oh my
Nice little flick by Sadak.
More comfort from Loud. C9 may be pushing, but Loud is also activating on a different side of the map, or at least responding much better.
I would have put a lot on him getting that kill. That's crazy.
Buy here, maybe a few less buys just due to the
fact that they're
losing members throughout the rounds. But I'd say it's definitely starting to even out in the way you think the rounds are going to go when you'd see Cloud9 still have quite a few ready. And we're getting those wingman plants again. So we'll see how they procure a few more of those for the crowd. Where do we go?
Early in this round.
So 3 of them survived, so yeah, money's not too bad. A lot of ults at the moment for C9.
They've stacked a lot of players towards
They
mid.
create a good question mark towards middle,
this
though,
round,
but
though.
not
Lots
too
of
much.
progression up towards the A ramp, breaking the early utility from Zelsis.
We see a bit of a quicker rotation now from Tui's. They're not noticing a big flank, and if anything, it might be coming through sewers. So Loud is actually gathering a lot quicker than previous rounds here. It looks like they want to just
they haven't been doing this really.
Activate on site form and have everybody ready for it.
I was kind of saying that they never really do
make this easier with that.
So it's actually nice
away from Zelsis.
They're doing it.
The lockdown's going to be forced out.
This corner is free.
Oh,
damn. That's so unlucky. That is so unlucky timing. That's just a molly to clear spawn makes sure that no one runs out.
Loud understands that everybody's falling out from the A site.
That's one of the ults down. Look at this decision from Loud. Really nice from Loud at the moment. Gonna push through this with the Dizzy.
And it's still a trade-off. Zeppa still answering onto Kawadin. 3 players now at the top for Loud. Nice shot by Jake.
Nice shot.
Only Les and Tui's trying to clutch this for Loud.
They went double heaven and they don't
and
hit
stay
him
into
because
this
the
fight.
Astro
Snake bite
ult
onto the ground. Cosmic Divide about to disappear. And it's just Zeppa on his own. Showstopper close.
Oh, it's genius. Damn, nice decision making.
The fuse comes in. A C9 or now a map point.
Don't use that ult against them.
On split,
that was cool. I liked everything from both teams here. I thought that was really cool.
Straight a beautiful Gecko match with Sadak against MIDR, and C9 just come in looking to run the show and send a message on map 1.
That's wild.
Huge round by Zeppa to pick up this kill.
That's so wild.
And be able to just shut that down. Cloud9 is honestly looking on form for how little time they have had together.
Okay, 5 chances.
It's
big
almost
upset
like
in this
Loud
match.
is having trouble kind of figuring out this
some ults
free-flowing
online for
squad,
Loud.
right, where they're pushing. Also, shout out to
Just
Rooney
one,
on that.
There
He did
was
have
a lot of
sheriff
ults
grab
from
the
both
orb
teams,
that
really.
made that Rolling Thunder possible for the retake.
Game plan was perfect, and indeed for this round as well. No players detained as the Thrash came out on the attack to answer back on C9's aggression. Defensive Seekers spawning 2 players towards mid.
That ult was massive. They realized it's 100% only one towards A.
Up his teammates
that ult was really big. They know they don't have to over-rotate with them.
Just trying to draw fights.
C9 at the moment are expecting everyone to be creeping here through sewers.
Where do they use it, right? Even Loud personally can't find where these members of Cloud9 are here.
Have to use
back
it
and
here.
forth.
Can't drop it in events back up the ropes, right? So
yeah. Thrash is done.
Look at these 3 pushing all the way through. All right, let's see what Jake can do
1v1
backside.
long range.
Hey,
Nice
fair
shot
play.
by
He's
Jake
done
as
more
he
than
gets
enough.
stinked himself by 140 Phantom to his. Answer back by a snake bite. Plant now coming down.
Right,
for
Loud need a
Sadek's
hero.
wingman.
Do they consider that there can be 2 people behind him?
As no alert comes in, no flank.
All over them here.
For
Can
C9.
people be main this early?
3v3.
Rudy once again with the Sheriff.
Oh my god, they didn't even consider it because he had cleared bottom and middle.
Up, making a lot of noise. Spotted by Rooney again. A 2 versus 1. Paint shells to come up. Makes it a 1v1.
No bullets.
An ace would be perfect to keep the dream alive. As now as he swings
oh my, okay, nicely done from Cloud9.
And C9 win the first map.
Double pistol though, right? Yeah, double
Not
pistol.
a single person. Throw the artwork on the analyst desk away. No, I'm just kidding. They still have a chance. Let's get back at it. Split taken by Cloud9.
Nice pistol, nice anti, nice snowballing, nice ults, nice and simple.
The other to make sure they could stop
He had some good rounds as
that
well.
was going wrong. Were those the timeouts that they needed? That just those ones? Like, oh my word! Really nicely done by C9 here. Answers coming in.
Yo, Morty, thank you so much, dude.
Whenever they could find a way
Gifted from you
to
Kill and Max. Kill and Max, welcome into the Star Club. Make sure you say thank you over towards Morty. Chaz, get some slug proofs in for the gifted. Thank you, dude.
Mid-round call was going to be. That was spectacular first match.
And what's your take now on looking at Loud's attack? A composition that looked really good for Loud, that was mentioned at the desk by Wyatt, saying that it was so good around Wingman, but it seems to have been shut down quite easily here by C9.
I think it was playing on the backline quite a bit. Everybody kept in an anti-flash position, and the Sky and the Gecko composition kind of fell flat at that point. And I don't think Loud maybe has had a chance to play against somebody who just plays so far back
there's other maps.
Wall,
there's other maps.
Home run hits the whole game,
but yeah, that was
and then
impressive.
Moves forward once the play happens, right? It's really cool how they scaled back in to avoid or stayed out of the site. Cloud9 did and scaled back in to get back in after the utility.
So Leaf heroic plays. Highlight reels throughout the first half.
Yeah, all of my VODs are on YouTube. There is a link somewhere below if you want to check it out. So yeah, I upload every VOD.
Yeah, everybody, Jake, Rooney,
every VOD, every region, every game.
On the flanks to start the round.
Thank you so much.
Cloud9 had a plan, and it didn't seem like they were ever stopped in orchestrating that plan.
Well, we're going to step away from the desk for now, at least at the casting desk. Mini and the analyst will break down map number 1.
Damn. MCE, yeah, he's always been a really good